When AI Amplifies Human Judgment, a customer success story. About this project. At MDI, we believe that great leadership in sales development isn't just about knowledge transfer, it's about behavior change. This customer story reflects a collaboration between Claude MacDonald, MDI trainer and sales culture architect, and Rafael Ungvari, MDI's AI product and solution lead, who designed and implemented the AI-driven learning environment for this engagement. Together, they bring a rare combination: deep human expertise in consultative selling and the technical capability to turn that expertise into scalable AI-powered practice tools. The challenge: great training, not enough practice. Our client is a global B2B organization in the industrial chemicals industry, operating across multiple business units with complex sales cycles and technically sophisticated offerings. Sales leaders and managers play a critical role in developing the consultative selling capability of their teams, which makes closing the practice gap not just a training question, but a leadership priority. The goal was clear: strengthen discovery skills. That means helping sales professionals ask better questions, genuinely uncover client needs, qualify opportunities more accurately, and walk into customer conversations fully prepared. Here's the honest challenge: the existing training worked. It created shared language and awareness, but awareness alone doesn't change behavior, and behavior only changes with practice, lots of it. Think of elite athletes. They don't improve by playing more games. They improve because the practice-to-play ratio is deliberately high. In sales, that ratio is almost always inverted. Real customer conversations are high-stakes environments. There's limited room to experiment, fail, and try again. That's exactly the gap we needed to close. Why AI and why role-play? The answer wasn't more classroom time. It was deliberate, repeatable practice at scale. AI-driven role-play made it possible to create realistic discovery conversations on demand. Participants could practice, reflect, adjust, and replay scenarios multiple times, something impossible to replicate with peer simulations or occasional classroom role-plays. Without AI, the solution would have looked like traditional role-play: useful but hard to scale, difficult to repeat, and dependent on the availability of skilled practice partners. With AI, we could give every participant a realistic, challenging practice environment they could return to again and again. Crucially, AI didn't replace human judgment. It amplified it by giving people more chances to sharpen their questioning, their listening, and their situational awareness before the stakes were real. How the solution was designed. The concept was straightforward. AI avatars simulated customer interactions specifically designed to challenge participants on the exact capabilities that matter most in discovery: questioning quality, listening and sense-making, problem framing, and opportunity qualification. A typical session combined a short conceptual input with an AI-driven discovery role-play, followed by structured reflection and a facilitator-led debrief. Participants encountered realistic customer responses and had to adapt their approach in real time, not follow a script. The human-AI balance was intentional. Human facilitators anchored the learning in business reality, coached participants on consultative behaviors, and helped translate practice into field application. AI provided the environment: repeatable, realistic, and safe to experiment in. What participants experienced. The most significant shift was in the practice-to-play ratio. Participants could run the same scenario multiple times, testing different questions and conversational strategies. This dramatically increased the practice-to-play ratio, accelerating skill development in discovery conversations. The experience felt realistic, engaging, and directly connected to daily work, not abstract, not theoretical. A few voices from participants, anonymized. The AI role-plays were incredibly helpful. Being able to repeat scenarios helped me improve my discovery conversations. This was a breath of fresh air, challenging, practical, and directly applicable. The AI tools made it easier to structure my thinking before real customer calls. Results: what actually changed. Observed outcomes included stronger discovery conversations with better questions and sharper listening, more structured pre-call preparation, improved opportunity qualification, and increased confidence in leading customer discussions. Compared to traditional formats, the AI-enabled approach proved more scalable, accessible to more participants more often, more effective, higher practice volume, faster skill development, and more sustainable, embedded as an ongoing practice tool rather than a one-time event. Key takeaway: AI works best when it amplifies humans. The most important lesson from this project is deceptively simple. AI is most powerful when used to amplify human judgment, not replace it. Building consultative selling capability, especially in discovery, requires far more deliberate practice than traditional training formats can realistically provide. AI-driven roleplay creates a scalable, repeatable way to embed that practice into sales development programs. When does this approach make sense? When the capability gap is behavioral rather than knowledge-based, when practice volume matters, and when you need a safe environment for experimentation and failure. When doesn't it make sense? When the learning goal is primarily about mindset shifts, relationship dynamics, or complex emotional intelligence work, areas where human nuance and real relationship context are irreplaceable. The future of effective sales training isn't AI or humans. It's knowing exactly where each one adds the most value and designing for both. Interested in exploring AI-driven roleplay for your sales or leadership development programs? Contact us at https://mdi-training.com/a I-enhanced-leadership-training/. Are you interested and you want to hear more from Claude MacDonald? Claude will speak at our next Leadership Horizon conference on May 5th with his keynote business case, When AI Amplifies Human Judgment, Lessons from the Field. Get your tickets now. About the authors. Claude MacDonald is recognized as an expert in sales culture transformation. Over the past 25 years, Claude has trained and coached more than 25,000 managers, professionals, and employees from prominent organizations in Canada, the United States, and Europe. His work focuses on building the mindsets, skills, and habits that drive lasting commercial performance, from frontline sales professionals to senior leadership teams. Rafael is an AI specialist at MDI and is working to redefine leadership development through artificial intelligence. To implement this idea, he has worked with our team to establish the MDI AI Leadership Lab, which serves as a hub for experimenting with and applying AI solutions together with clients and trainers. His work builds on his studies in business informatics at WU Vienna, where he combines business perspectives with technical expertise to develop practical and sustainable digital solutions.